Hey guys, we're here in Firenze or Florence, Italy. As you guys can see in the background, we're in the Michelangelo district, Piazza Michelangelo, a little place where we had lunch overlooking the city. Just enjoying a cafe or coffee, as they call it here, espresso, as you would call it, and trying to take these opportunities to just share some stuff along the baselines of Bone Tactical with you guys, and some of the stuff that you like to see, helpful tips and tricks, little places to go, things to see. If you ever make it here to Florence, Italy, they've got some bridges, some of the oldest bridges in the world, and that specific type of bridge, depending on which one you're looking at in particular, they've got some just unbelievable architecture. Look for the main Duomo. It's the big dome. You'll see right down in central, pretty close to central Venice, and anything from the Medici family was just really, none of this would have been possible without their riches at the time that they kind of were the big guys in their area and their city here in Florence, Firenze. And so let's jump right into a little topic that I wanted to share with you guys. And this is a kind of a controversial topic, and I guess a lot of what I share is because a lot of people out there are kind of just teaching bad information or leading examples of bad information. And I think, you guys know already that, the main reason I've got this channel going is to help people. And I think one of the big things I can do to help you guys, and this is something we all struggle with, even, myself, it's especially difficult, and it's a real big pro tip, and it's be more than you look. Okay, so I'll give an example of when I was a strength and conditioning coach at the University of Utah. When I got that call to go out there and meet with those guys to train the football program, they wanted a guy who passed the look test, was what they'll call it, look test. And that's it's a little test that they give you, and they're looking at, does this guy look like he knows what he's talking about? So that's the look test. And that's something, we have to be careful to realize that, although we're not on an, interview type thing every day, and we're not really, those surrounding us are not, we're not trying to impress anybody. And that's something we all need to work on. It's funny, here in Italy, they have, just especially where I'm at right now, the fashion and culture is just unbelievable. And you dress by season and by color and by, of course, by designer, which is just, it's got to be the top designer and all this. It's a fashion culture that's almost impossible to keep up with. And in America, in our community, in the 2A community, I'll call it especially, we've got guys that try to look as possible. And that's a big problem, guys, because you don't want to walk around looking like a tough guy. And you guys should see a lot of my gray man videos, and we go over all this if you're really more interested in that kind of thing. It's something that can be really detrimental to your goals and your planning and what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to avoid problems or protect, be safe, or maybe even protect others that are around you or your family or your friends or your loved ones, then you don't want to look like a because that's that hard target line. And, it's especially difficult for me because I'm a big guy, I have a lot of tattoos, beard, short hair. So all of those things are going against me. So, and one of the reasons that I say that is because if you look like you're out looking for a fight, you're going to attract a fight. Another thing is if you look like you're really tough, you're going to get an attractive fight from multiple attackers, things of that nature. If you're out, causing problems, drinking in bars, a lot of times things like that are the things that happen in the U.S. Or even just if you're in an area where something really bad happens and you have to be, we talk about situational awareness and preparedness, but if you look really tough, you're going to make yourself an early target for that situation that's going down. Could be a possible active shooter or anything like that. They're going to target you first. And you guys want to, keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that the second part of that is to actually have that skill set more than you represent in your outward It is the way you present yourself in your outward appearance and the way you hold yourself, clothing, everything of that nature. So you definitely want to have that skill set, because if you do get tried, or I should say when you do get tried, when it gets put to the test, you're going to have to go above and beyond the expectations of that situation and the requirements of that situation. And if you don't have it, then you shouldn't be representing something that you don't have. And just wanted to share that real quick with you guys. If there's any questions or comments, as always, below, I'll get back to you the best that I can. And bone out.